Hi, Victoria. How are you?
Fabulous. How are you?
I'm fine too.
Good.
So, friends, we have Victoria here. Let me give a very short brief about her. Uh, you know, she lived with an alcoholic and prescription painkiller addict with narcissistic tendencies for years, and oh my God, like we'll come to know about all her experiences, friends. She dealt a lot herself, and then when she took help and she got certified as a magnetic mind coach, and then she got certified directly from the magnetic mind coach founder, Christopher Duncan, and later she healed herself and started helping others are going through similar issues, and she helps people with who are having issues with self love and self growth and all that. It's a very experiential a shift she has experienced by healing herself, friends. So let us know more about Victoria from her own words. Victoria, how did you get into this
Like
coaching others?
by complete accident, I was looking for answers for how somebody would completely just turn and start behaving in this appalling way. And yeah, and as I started digging deeper into this, I realized what I was up against here. And I also realized there were a lot of other people dealing with the same thing. And if I could help
Yes.
one person, then that's what I was going to do. I was going to attempt to help just one person.
I appreciate Victoria because you have gone through painful experience. You healed yourself and did not stop there. You wanted to help people who are going through similar issues. That's really great.
I'm so glad that you actually think I'm healed, but I am still in recovery.
Yes, no doubt. Because obviously, I agree with you. It is no one can say that I'm 100% healed. There's
Yeah,
inner work to be done.
yeah,
Yes,
I'm a lot better than I was, a lot
yes,
better than I was, but I am still not completely healed yet. You
yes.
know, I have good days, I have bad days, as everyone does, but yeah, I'm not completely healed yet at all.
Thank you for being transparent, Victoria. Yes,
Okay.
you are helping yourself and others.
Yes,
So does all
definitely.
the healers and coaches. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. 100%.
That was very honest statement from you. Appreciate that.
Okay.
Also, Victoria, could you please? I know it may be a little difficult, but a lot of people may get benefited. Could you please tell about your past experiences in this relationship and how did you exactly get over out of
Oh my goodness. Well, the whole experience actually didn't start with the narcissist. It started at about 14 years ago when I got involved with a very shy, not confident, introverted person who was not good in social situations at all. And he was diagnosed whilst we were together with obsessive compulsive personality disorder.
it?
This
Oh,
is not to be confused with OCD. This person did not have a cleaning obsession, but obsession being the key word in this. He became very obsessed with me quite early on. He would call me constantly all the time. He would just show up at my house. And yeah, and with at the start, I was kind of flattered by this. I thought, oh my goodness, I'm getting all this attention, this amazing attention. But then it soon started to change, and the cracks soon started to appear. And oh my gosh, he was so jealous. He was very jealous of any kind of past that I may have had. It was a ridiculous kind of jealousy, and it would turn actually quite violent and very verbally abusive with this. And then his obsession soon turned from me to the fact that he thought I was cheating on him.
oh,
And this was like his new major obsession.
Mhm.
I mean, I would leave his house and he would follow me. He would follow me and he would actually stalk me from my garden. He would sit out in the dead of night in my garden, watching my house and watching who came to my house. Now you'd think, wouldn't you, that this would be enough for him to realise that I wasn't actually up to anything, but oh no, 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 no. This was his obsession. So after the last beating that I received,
Oh,
yeah, so he would camp out in my garden watching my house and watching me through the window. I had no idea that this was going on at the time. And
oh,
you'd actually think that this would reassure him. He could see that I wasn't up to anything, but oh no, this was his new obsession. And with this guy also, he thought he owned me. If I dare tell him no, then he wouldn't think it was rape. It was his right. It was his right. Yeah. So after the last beating I took of him, I went to the police, and yeah, and his bail conditions were to keep away from me. But I wasn't gonna settle for this. No, he made me lose my job with all of it. The job, I really loved that job, and he made me lose that job because of all his constant calls. He'd call constantly and just show up. And oh gosh, it was not a good thing to go through at all with this person. So when the narcissist came along with his charming, wonderful self, the complete opposite to what this person was, the obsessive compulsive personality disorder person, it was like, oh my goodness, wow, this guy is wonderful. He's so charming. He's so outgoing. He's so confident. Well, you think they're confident, but they're not really. It's all a front. So yeah, he would be so confident and so, open, and it was just a completely different person to this other person. So yeah, I fell for it all. I just completely fell head over heels for it all. Oh, and he told me everything that I wanted to hear. It was like a dream come true. It was really like a dream come true, until his mask that he was wearing started to slip. And it will, on occasion, slip. So watch out for that. Please watch out for the mask starting to slip. Oh gosh, but when you get completely suckered in, that's when the mask will completely come off. And then you're left thinking, who the hell are you? Basically, you're not the person I fell in love with. Who are you? It's like you don't recognize them. They're unrecognizable to the person that you fell in love with. Oh my goodness. And yeah, and that was just a massive eye opener for me when the mask started to slip and the lies started to appear and everything else. And it's just like, wow. I mean, his mask completely slipped off after I gave birth to our child. Yes, great. Because I made the mistake of telling him that I didn't want to be a single parent. I didn't want to become a single parent. So yeah, so he just told me all of these things and everything that I wanted to hear, and he was wonderful and he was amazing. And yeah, until his mask finally slipped off after the birth of our child. And then when your eyes have opened, wow, and you can see them for who they truly are. Oh, it's a bit of a shock to the system, shall we say.
and how did seeking out for help helped you, Victoria?
Well, I started looking inwards. I went inwards. I started meditating. Meditation, for anyone who's not accustomed to meditation, it's a very powerful tool. And when you start going inside, then you get answers to things. It's like, with life coaches, they will tell you, look at the solution. Don't look at the problem. So when I started then to focus on the solution, my solution was to get him out of my house. Yeah, I used to meditate on this daily, get him out, get him out, get him out. And yeah, I did actually get him out of my house. But gosh, it's just,
I understand.
oh,
It
it's
has been
crazy.
very painful journey.
Yes, it is. I tell my clients all the time, look forwards, 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 forwards. So for me now, looking back, it's like, oh, this is why I tell people, look forwards, forwards, forwards. Don't look back.
Okay.
But yeah. So, but
Apart from meditation, what else helped you, Victoria?
yoga. I took up
Okay.
yoga. I started yoga. I took walks in nature. Nature is a wonderful tool. Take your shoes off, ground yourself. Take your shoes off and put your bare feet on the grass. Ground yourself. Hold trees. You'll be amazed at actually what you can. It's just about just take some time for yourself. Discover yourself, because after the end, when it came to an end with this narcissist, I was looking in the mirror and I didn't recognize the person looking back at me. I lost 2 stone in weight and I was a mess. I was a complete mess. And it's just, you have to really start focusing on yourself, start loving yourself again, because if you're focusing solely on this one person for as long as I did, it's just, well, it can just change your world completely upside down. So you just have to appreciate yourself, be grateful. I wake up every morning and before I get out of my bed, I will go over what I'm grateful for. Every morning, I will try and open my heart and be grateful for everything. And that means being grateful for getting him away from my life.
Yes, that is amazing. And Victoria, like whoever is in such kind of abusive relationship, who did not realize in the beginning and later found out when the mask slipped, and it may be difficult for everyone to meditate or do yoga or all that stuff. Of course, I am strong believer in yoga and meditation too. I also meditate, but sometimes people might not be in a position to meditate. They're so disturbed, overwhelmed with all sort of thoughts, and their dreams are shattered. And did you also seek help of any therapist or coach apart from yoga and meditation?
Well, that's why I got into life coaching. That's, and during the whole training for life coaching, I was like, oh my goodness, this is actually really helping me. So I did it that way. I went down the other way. I thought, I'm going to get certified in this. I need to get certified in this. I need to help other people. So yeah, that's what I did. But I got my recovery. Well, I'm not recovered 100% yet. I am not. So I'm just putting that out there. I'm still going through the healing process.
Yes,
Because
yes.
it is a process. You're going to feel guilt, you're going to feel shame, you're going to feel all of these other crazy things, these mad thoughts. You're going to feel stupid. You're going to feel stupid for falling for it. Just please don't feel stupid. You've been done by a master manipulator, and that's what you need to remember. This person is just, that's what they are. They're such a manipulative person. They'll lead you to believe that the sky is red and that the grass is blue or something like that, and they'll be convinced of that. They'll be convinced of that because they
Yes.
lie. Oh my gosh, do they lie? They lie. They will lie and lie and lie. And this is actually one little red flag that you can watch out for, because they don't just lie to you, they will lie to everybody. And they'll exaggerate. They lie, they just lie. It's just who they are. They're just complete compulsive liars. Oh my goodness.
So thank you. This is often a very much useful discussion, Victoria, because people are in such kind of relationships and do not know what is happening with them. This type of interviews, and thank you for opening up. And Victoria, these people are such convincers, strong with such a strong communication skills. The mistake is from their side, but they are successful in making you believe that it is that you have done the mistake and make you feel guilty.
Yeah.
What's your suggestion on in such situations?
That's one of their many tricks, I'm afraid. The
Yes.
guilt. secret. I mean, I'm still in contact with my narcissist because we've got a child together, but my eyes have been opened. Once your eyes are open to everything, well, they're no longer able to guilt trip you. He tries to guilt trip me still, and I just laugh. It's just funny now. I find it quite amusing because my eyes are fully open. He's got no control over me anymore, and his manipulation tactics do not work with me anymore. That's not going to happen. Okay. So yeah, if he's trying to make you feel guilty for something, know that you're not guilty. If you know that you've not done anything wrong, you shouldn't feel guilty for anything, then he might be just trying to get a rise out of you, because they love drama. They absolutely love drama. They have to be in the middle of drama, even though they'll tell you that they don't like drama. They'll actually tell you that they don't like drama. They don't like it. They hate it. When actually they will go out and they'll make their own drama. And that's, oh gosh. Yeah, they just love to be the center of the drama. The master manipulators, like I said, they won't think twice about putting you on a sex ban. Now this is a bit strange one, isn't it? A sex ban. This will probably start quite early on in the relationship, and it might just start on a 2-week thing, and it'll be kind of done in a jokey way. But then later on, 2 weeks and soon turns into months. But the thing that they do forget to tell you is you are the only person that's on this sex ban. They're not on this sex ban. No, they're not on this sex ban at all. It's just you. You're the only person that's on this sex ban. Silent treatment. Oh my gosh. They can just give you silent treatment for days, and that's enough to drive you nuts on its own. That is the silent treatment. Because
so could you please tell more about the what did you say, sex ban?
Yeah, sex ban. They'll put you on a sex ban. Yeah.
What does that mean, Victoria?
That means that you are banned from having sex. Okay. No sex allowed. Sex ban. Right, I'm putting you on you're on a 2-week sex ban.
Okay.
I don't know how crazy is that? If anyone ever tries to put me on a sex ban again, I'm going to show them the door straight away, because I just know. And this started quite early on. This was quite a few months within the relationship. I'm putting you on a 2-week sex ban.
Okay. And what is the silent treatment about? They don't talk to you?
God, they won't talk to you, especially if another trick that they do is they try the sleep deprivation. This can work in a few ways. They'll either wake you up, wait till you're fast asleep, and wake you up for a very important, pointless conversation. Because sleep deprivation is, it's awful, isn't it? If anyone's got children, then they'll have suffered at the hands of sleep deprivation. And when it's forced on you, it does play tricks with your mind. And that's what they do. They want to play tricks with your mind. So yeah. Or they could just disappear all night. Mine used to do this all the time. He'd just disappear all night. And when he finally and because this creates so much worry, you're worrying, where the hell are they? Why aren't they answering the phone? Why aren't they replying to my messages? And that's just another way to keep you awake all night. Sleep deprivation again. And it's like, well, don't forget you're on a sex ban, and they're just out doing whatever they like at this point. And when they do come home, when they do actually finally get home, just be prepared for the silent treatment. This could last either a day or 2 days, or maybe even longer, because they are masters at the silent treatment. And in a way, it's just so that they can think of what they're going to do next, which is obviously tell you a load of lies. It's just so that gives them time to make up more lies for you, or they'll just do it because it's another control thing. They can see you're going out of your mind, and they're just not saying anything. They won't say a word. That's another awful trick that they play. Oh my gosh, yeah. And if you've actually got rid of them, if you've managed to get back from this person, then they'll come along. They do hoovering up. Hoover. They'll go and they will try and get you back. They'll do it. They'll just put put it out to anybody that's been their supply, and they'll just try and hoover up, and they'll tell you that they miss you and that they love you. Of course they're going to miss you. You probably did everything for them. You were their main supply. Why would they not miss you?
Yes.
Yeah, so they do this and they'll come around. Yeah, just know that this person's a liar. They'll tell you everything. They'll just tell you what they think that you want to hear. I love you, but just listen to their actions rather than their words, because their actions will give things away rather than their words ever will. Their actions, they might tell you they love you, but their actions say, no, actually, you're not showing me that at all with the actions that you're doing, staying out all night, giving me the silent treatment, not answering my calls. Yeah, just listen to their actions, not their words. Their words don't mean a thing because they are compulsive liars, and that's just how they are. Oh my goodness.
So let's discuss about some of the tricks these narcissistic personality people use. So could you please tell about love bombing, Victoria?
Yeah, love bombing. They'll start this again at the start of a relationship when they're trying to manipulate you and get you to fall madly and deeply in love with them. They'll tell you everything that they possibly think that you will want to hear. They will become your ideal person, but it's a complete.
They'll make you feel special, I guess. Like,
oh my gosh, they make you feel so special. Yeah, and it's like, and they'll tell you everything that you could possibly want to hear. They'll tell you, and they'll buy you gifts and things like this. They'll just be like your perfect person at the start, and that's how they manipulate you, because they'll get you so deeply, madly in love with them that, gosh, you're just a complete mess when they're finished. Get better. There is help. You can get better.
Yes.
And get better.
And there's one more technique these guys use is gaslighting. So could you please tell?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, no, do you know what? You know the Shaggy song? That Shaggy song, it wasn't me. But I caught you on camera. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. But I saw it on your phone. Oh, it must have done it in WhatsApp. It was in my pocket. Or it's another manipulation game that they play, and they try and make you think that you're going nuts. In fact, they might tell you that you're going nuts. You're crazy. You are.
Oh.
That wasn't me. And when you start feeling the need to record conversations because they'll just lie about it, what they've said, and you're just left questioning, like, what, you did say that. I know you said that. You said that. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I didn't say that. And if you're at the point where you think that you need to record your conversations as evidence to prove to them that they did actually say that, then it's kind of time to get out. That's kind of time to get out right there. Another thing they do is they'll ghost you. This is again at the start when they've completely made you fall head over heels in love with them, and you're crazy about them, and then they'll just suddenly ghost you. They'll disappear. And you're left thinking, what did I do? What did I do? Why have they just suddenly ghosted me? Why? I'm so in love with this person. How could they just do this to me? How can they? But if anybody is going through this at the moment, please take this as your reason to get out. It's your excuse to get out. Just go now. Go and never look back. Don't even think about looking back. But they will try and come back around again. They will, just see whether they've got some control still. It's just so much manipulation. They will completely manipulate you.
And Victoria, I come across some people, they say that, yes, I know this person is playing with my life, manipulating, lying, making me feel guilty. yet I want him or her. Still,
Wow,
they're so addicted. They're so addicted. So,
yeah.
what are your suggestions? Yes, their mind, they say that, yeah, my mind knows everything, but my heart is not listening to me. I still want him or her. So, what are your suggestions?
Well, the person that you fall in love with at the start, first of all, they don't exist. It's a complete fabrication for manipulation. That person never existed. And when they've let the mask completely slip off, like I said, you're wondering, who the hell is this person? Who is this person? And then with me, you can push me, but I will reach a point. And once I reach that point of no return, for me, that's it. And why would you think that you deserve to be treated in this way? You don't deserve this at all. You deserve so much better than this person, this complete fabricated person, because they don't actually exist. The person you fell in love with does not exist. So when you can get your head around that, and then you can see them how they really are, then your eyes are open, and then they find it very, very hard to manipulate them. They've got no control. They've lost all sense of control, because you realize, 1 minute, I never fell in love with you. It wasn't you that I fell in love with.
So they may trick you into making feel you special. If there is any mistake from their side, they will make the other person feel guilty. Or sex ban is the first time I'm getting to know about it. And then silent treatment, yes, I did come across certain people like that, and it is badly impacting. Oh my God. And lying, covering up their issues with
They'll
lying to keep
constantly
it.
lie, and this is a big red flag to watch out for at the start, because they can't help it. They absolutely can't help lying. It's like it's their nature. It's their second nature. It's like breathing to normal people. Yeah, to normal people, we breathe. To narcissists, they lie. They will cut. So yeah, please look out for this. Look out for this, because they can't hide that, because that's what they do. And don't think that just because you catch them lying to somebody else that they're not lying to you. They lie to everybody.
And also, Victoria, a narcissist is not just this kind of personalities people face not only in the romantic relationship. It could be our colleague, it could be our friend, it could be parents, a mother, could be father or sibling. So it really is helpful. This conversation is helping. Like it could be anyone. It could be anyone.
Yeah. Well, they're very selfish people. So if they ask you something about yourself, trust that it is just so that they can show up about it. It's like, take the first date. Here's one of the big red flags. Your first date, I know some people have gone way past this. I was way past this, but on the first date, if they continually talk about themselves, please don't think this is them being open and truthful, because you couldn't be more further from the truth in that. They're not open. They are not open. They're just telling you what you want to hear. And they will ask you questions about things that they can show off about.
Okay.
Oh, it's like, wait a minute. Yeah. They like to show off about you. Yeah. And they're mega selfish people. They really are so selfish. And when you start to see just how selfish they are, when your eyes become open, because they are closed, when they become open, then it's so hard for them to start controlling and manipulating you then.
Yeah. If someone is with this narcissistic tendencies, if he or she is my friend, I can move out. If it is a romantic relationship, then one can move out.
Yeah.
How about parents? Because we live together, and here comes a narcissistic personality where every day a person gets to deal with such people. It could be sibling, it could be how does one deal with day-to-day life where the life has become messed up with such parents.
Yeah, please don't bite, because they will try and poke you with a stick. They will poke you, and please don't respond. Don't respond. I know that's quite hard, especially when you're getting poked with a big stick. But yeah, just walk away. Just walk away. Just give them time. Give yourself time, and yeah, as soon as you can, then just give yourself space. Give yourself space, because when you've given that person space, then you can really start healing for yourself, because you can't heal while sure that you need to give them space. Get yourself space, get your own environment,
How
and just,
much difficult.
fashion the amount of time. It's like I say, once you know that that's what this person is, it puts you in a powerful position then, because you can see the signs, you know what the next move is going to be, you know almost what's going to come out of their mouth next. So yeah, just give yourself space.
Yeah. That's a lovely suggestion. I liked it. Victoria. Like what you're telling is, if the other person is poking you with a stick, and yes, it pains, and they also know where to poke the stick with on your weak points. Yet you are saying, give yourself space, and there is a situation where we also tend to react. We lose our control. Yet you are saying, train
That's what
ourselves.
they like that, because they like drama. They
Yes.
on drama. They want to get a reaction. That's what they want to get. And if you don't give them that reaction, well, they're like, ah, that's not worth.
So this silence gonna trouble them now.
Yeah. Well, then you can reverse it, you see, and give them the silent treatment.
Okay, that's a good
They don't like
strategy.
it. They don't like it when you do it back to them.
And also, I like your one more suggestion about now understanding their patterns. We know what their next move is. Like, this is what they do, and we remain to manage it or be in silence. And also, silent treatment is good.
Yes. Just get it. Just if you well, hopefully you've got to a point where you can give yourself enough space. Just give yourself space. Just keep boundaries is another thing that they don't like boundaries. When you get this person away from you, they might, if you've got a child with them, say, they might start calling you at like 7:30 in the morning, or FaceTiming, sorry, not calling, FaceTiming you at 7:30 in the morning to apparently speak to their child. Bullshit. It's to check up on you. It's to make sure that you're not doing the same thing as them. That's why they're calling you so early. So put your boundaries up, put your boundaries in place. Tell them, give them a specific time to call the child. Tell them that you will not be answering their calls if they call in the morning. And if they do, because they don't like boundaries, they will try again. Just reject it. You've told them, put your boundaries up. Yeah. And if you will have to keep reinforcing these boundaries, but just do it for your own peace, your own sanity. You need to put these boundaries in place.
Own peace and own sanity.
Oh God, yeah,
lovely words.
Yes.
Well, at the cost of own peace, why entertain such personalities in life?
Yes, yeah, definitely. I mean, when I got with a narcissist, I mean, there's quite a lot of information now about narcissistic personality disorders, and but when I was like completely oblivious, I thought, oh my God, this person. But then, it's like I said, the mask does start to slip. It will start to slip. Just think about how they talk about other people. How do they talk about other people? That's another sign. How do they talk about other people? Do they also, do they try and make people look stupid to make themselves look bigger? They might be actually quite aggressive. If you catch them out and you pull them up on something, they're likely to turn very aggressive and quite nasty to you. So that's what I mean about space and boundaries. Keep the space around.
And Victoria, in our previous call, you also discussed about how your health got impacted.
Oh my gosh, yeah, massively
Yes.
impacted. Yeah.
So could you please tell me that, how your health got better when you started working on these aspects. So what exactly, how, when did you realize that your health was getting impacted?
Oh my gosh, well, I was losing weight because I wasn't eating. You know, people, when you're getting stressed out, people will behave in different ways. You'll either get people that will eat or people that won't eat. And I fell into the category of the people that didn't eat when I got stressed out. So I was getting really thin and too thin. And also, I was supposed to marry this person before his mask came
You're
completely off.
special.
The child with this person before his mask came completely off, and I could see what kind of person he actually was. But yeah, my body knew that I wasn't supposed to do this. And it started all with pins and needles in my hand. Yeah, about a month before we were supposed to get married, I started pins and needles down here, and then it went down my arm, across my body, down my legs, until I couldn't actually walk. I was like, what the hell is going on? I went to the doctor and she said, it sounds like anxiety. And then well, I'm supposed to be getting married in a month. What have I got to feel anxious about? Come on. Yeah. So I was thinking, my body is actually physically telling me that I can't, it's not letting me walk down that aisle. There's no way, it's stopping, it's completely stopping me from walking down that aisle. So I cancelled the wedding. I know, I was getting things before, and I was just like, it was all getting too much for me, and I just cancelled the wedding. And as soon as I cancelled the wedding, my pins and needles went, and then my eyes started to become open, and I could see more clearly of what was going on and what I was dealing with right here. Oh yes.
Lucky you that you listen to your body. Else, seldom do we listen to our intuition, or our body, and our body's poor thing is trying to communicate. Hey, listen,
It really is. Yeah, listen to your body. Yes, definitely listen to your body, because it will tell you. It's like he'll turn up as a pain in my neck. Yeah, if I deal with him, which I do often, because we've got a child together, but I'm my eyes are open, so don't even worry about it. My eyes are open. But yeah, and I get a pain in my neck, and it's like, oh my God, why? Where does this pain come from again? And then I said to my superconscious, I know that he's a pain in my neck. I know he will always be a pain in my neck. Could you just please take the pain away, though? I don't really need the pain anymore. So yeah, I will get a twinge now and again, if it's like calling or something, or I've got to deal with him in some aspect. Yeah, I will get the pain in my neck, just as a reminder that he's a constant pain in your neck.
Okay. So, Victoria, since you have been through such an experience, like, okay, let's say a person has moved out of such relationship.
Yeah.
Now comes the trust issues. Let's say a girl has moved out of, a man has moved out of such a relationship. Now they have lost trust and hope in the next relationship.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Now they're scared to open up. They're scared. They have this fear of being hurt again, and their heart is closed. Even if they get married, or even if they are in a relationship, there could be this intimacy issues. So, how to deal with that then?
I'll tell you that when I'm when I've got there. Trust is a massive thing. It's like, oh my God, it feels like your tower has been pulled down around you, but that's okay, that's fine, because it leaves space then for you to rebuild. And you probably won't feel like you want another relationship just yet, and that's fine. That is absolutely fine. Take some time out for yourself. Definitely, I'm not in another relationship yet, because I know I'm not ready for that yet.
Yeah, so you are taking your own time to heal.
Definitely take your own time. Take your own time, and you can't rush the healing process. You'll do it. And it is a process, you know, you're going to feel the grief because, you know, this person's just gone. It's like they've died. They're a completely different person. So the person that you fell in love with, well, they've gone. So you're going to grieve them. Allow yourself to do that. Allow yourself the grieving process. You're going to feel completely stupid. Don't allow yourself to do that. You are not stupid. They're just a master manipulator that's pulled the wool over your eyes. That's all that is. But yeah, take some time. Just
Yes,
take time.
yes. Don't rush for another relationship.
Oh God,
Take
no,
your
no,
time
no,
together.
no. Don't
Yeah.
think getting over one person means getting under another. No. Take some time. Just take some time to be by yourself. And you know, like I said, after I'd finished with this relationship, I was looking in the mirror and I didn't recognize who was looking back at me. You know, like, who is this person looking back at me? So I had to re-find myself. You know, you have to figure out what you like again. If they've completely taken over everything, then you'll just be watching the programs that they want and stuff. Just re-find yourself. And you know what? It's going to take as long as it takes. Don't try to rush it. It will take as long as it takes. Enjoy the process of rebuilding yourself, of healing. Yeah.
Because emotional wounds, guilt, self-judgment, self-acceptance and all that, yes, it does take time to heal, Victoria. Yeah,
Definitely.
I understand.
Especially if you're in a number on you with the gaslighting and you think you're going a bit nuts. Yeah, just take time out. Just take time out. You know, it will take as long as it takes, but just take that time.
Also, what I have observed is, Victoria, let's say a person has a bad experience with a man or with a woman. Now they start generalizing that all men are, all women are like this.
Yeah. No. There is still decent people out there. I'm pretty sure of that. But yeah, there are decent people. You can't generalize. You can't put everyone into the same box, you know. But just be aware, you know, just sit back and observe. That's the best advice I could give. Just sit back and observe.
The picture behind you metaphorically kind of conveys what you're trying to say. Just be with yourself. Sit.
Oh yeah, gosh, sit
that
back.
meditative posture.
Yeah. Definitely, meditation helped me so much. And before I didn't even think of it. But when I was starting with the life coaching, and you know, and then it's funny how once your eyes become open, then you can see other things.
Yes.
And the world looks so much brighter and it's so green, and and you just, once your eyes are open, things will just start falling into place.
When you use this word, when your eyes aren't open, that's the underlying point to be remembered. That like when a person is still wanting to get back into such relationship or not able to get out of such relationship, which means their eyes are still closed.
Yeah, they're still shut. If you cannot see this person for who they truly are yet, your eyes are still shut. Yeah, your eyes are still shut. But once your eyes become open, and you can see, and then you think, how the hell did I fall for all this crap? Sorry. But that's just how it is, you know. How the hell did I fall for all this rubbish? Because your eyes were shut, that's why. Your eyes had been shut by this master manipulator who was telling you everything that you could possibly want to hear.
That's been quite a long discussion, Victoria. I will not extend this. Thank you very much for your time. I know when you are discussing, there could be certain triggers. I know, that you volunteered to open up and share your story, and you opened up. While you're healing yourself, you are also helping others to heal such things.
Yeah, that was quite important. I mean, you know, because I'm a giver, you know.
Yes.
A narcissist is a taker. They'll take.
Yes.
Like you get in life, you get radiators and you get drainers. Narcissists are definitely drainers. Where or I'm quite I'm a happy person. I'm generally quite a happy person. So for me to look in the mirror and not realize who the hell was looking back at me was like, wow. And it's in the power that you have, when your eyes are open is like phenomenal, actually. Yeah, they're no longer able to manipulate you or control you in any way. They'll still try, but it doesn't work anymore.
It doesn't work because now you are aware of all the red flags.
Oh gosh, and
Yes.
once you know that this is not the person you fell in love with, well, yeah, you just think, well, I don't really even know who you are. And when you actually, and your eyes are open and you see them as they are, you think, well, I wouldn't actually have ever fallen in love with you. I just fell in love with this completely fictional person that you made me think that you were. So you didn't fall in love with anyone, did you really? It's like, you fell in love with this fictional person, not the you. If you were you all the way through, I wouldn't have fell in love with you. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Victoria. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
A lot of people, at least they're gonna get a basic idea about what kind of tricks these guys use, and make you feel like shit, make you feel guilty for doing nothing. And guys, hope there is help. Please reach out for help. I'll share the Victoria's website and description, everything in the YouTube channel and also on the social media. There's a help, friends. You're not alone. So,
oh my gosh, you definitely are not alone. You're not alone. You will feel alone because if anything, they've probably isolated you. They'll have isolated you from friends and from maybe family. You may feel like you're totally alone. You're not. You are not alone. And to be honest with you, it's better to be alone than be with them.
yes, better to be alone than being
oh
with
my
them.
gosh, better to be alone than be with them.
Thank you.
There is help out there. There is help out there for you.
Yes.
Please take the help. Take the help.
Okay, Victoria, thank you very much for your time.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.